was annoying. Hello everybody and welcome to the council. This is a live playthrough. Episode 1, The Mad Ones. It's an episodic game with some mystery, some intrigue, some murder here and there. Oh, what is going on? Oh, that is so weird. I can't use the... This is a fake save that I had. What is going on with my controller? Okay, that was so weird. That is so weird. Technical difficulties here. Let's see if hopefully all of this will get fixed up here in a couple of minutes. Okay, there you go. Alright, the game has transitioned fully to my gamepad. Good. And erase this, just so that there is no chance of me having some ridiculous save game that has already started for some reason. So yeah, everything is brand new. So let's get started. Yeah, the council, episode 1, The Mad Ones. Let's go. France, Paris, December 10th, 1792.
Stop! You're not getting anywhere with this, von Borchert.
You know, I kind of get the same feeling, my dear Sarah. Listen. Nothing. Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
That's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone. As for you, nothing will remain of your body.
If you touch a single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
You know, Louis, I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk. You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back. Where have you hidden it?
Von Borchert, you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling it at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. All right? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
Lord Mortimer.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into. Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
Oh.
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
Just a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready. With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours.
Oh, Jesus.
You'll see. It loosens tongues in no time.
Look at that picture in the background.
You know, I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours.
Always remain rational.
And open. I got it. I've opened the shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
Von Borchert.
Okay.
Von Borchert. Listen. Let's make a deal.
Mama has a plan.
I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the hero? Pity you're not in any position to do so. For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
Let me do this. Trust me.
Oh shit. I mean, she has a plan, right? But she's the mom. You know, she's my mom, man. I don't ever want to put that on her. Right? Should we just do this on our own? Or can we just let her do her thing? What's the safe way? Yeah, that's fine.
Please, be my guest, Mother.
Uh-oh, busted. Rip.
Well done, Louis. You reacted perfectly.
All right.
How do you feel, Mother?
Couldn't be better. He's alive, so I can question him after we get back. Pity he's just a middleman. Means I haven't finished with this case.
Oh, I had a feeling you'd be running off on one of your adventures again, Mother. You know what? I'm warning you. This time, I'm coming with you.
No. Even though you impress me more and more, I have to do this on my own.
Mother, you're no spring chicken anymore.
Come on, let's go home. And don't forget to send our men to tend to von Borchert.
Van Borchert. Van Borchert. All right. Interesting. We know that the mom can handle herself. All right. About a month later. Lord Mortimer's Island off the coast of England. This is probably a fake story.
Well done, Mother. You just had to pick up von Burchert's trail on your own, didn't you? You ditch me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer? And now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island.
It's all about the house. It's a big house. Episode 1, The Mad Ones. It's like an introduction, I'm going to guess, to all the characters and to the mystery that's
The
going on.
least he could do is explain to me how he managed to lose you. In any case, it is time for you to stop all this, Mother. It no longer suits your age. Well, I'm sure I'll find you once again, slogging through the caves beneath the island, searching for some long-lost mystical object that you just can't live without. I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think about it.
Contrary to what one may be able to imagine, it was not the host himself who invited me.
Well now, Duchess, we find ourselves both invited by Sir Holm.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh no, we have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some business with Sir Holm, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
Look at his hand. Yeah, I got business with Mortimer.
Lord Mortimer asked me to join him. We have some business to take care of.
Oh, how mysterious. You adapt quickly, my son. You get along here like a fish in water.
Good,
Would
good.
you believe that we are all here hoping to solve our personal issues? You'll see.
Right. I doubt that you came here to look for your mother, Your Eminence.
Anyway, consider yourself fortunate, young man, because there are many who dream of simply one day setting foot on this island, and only a very few ever make it. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
Yeah, I guess.
And you, Duchess? You seem to be quite accustomed to things here. Am I right?
I do not think that one can ever get accustomed to what Lord Mortimer prepares for his guests. But you are right. This is not the first time I've been on this wharf.
If you've come back again, I imagine you must find it to be of some interest.
Here, everything is possible if you make the right choices. It really is up to you whether you leave better off or not.
Please excuse me if you find me overly curious, young man. I did not mean to cause you any embarrassment. Come, Duchess. They're waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I'm coming, Duchess. Cardinal? A Duchess? I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious.
Sounds like a start of a bad
If
joke.
I'd known, I would have gone for a better suit.
Ah!
Oh.
Are you all right?
Yeah, take a seat. Strumbling.
Mother? Oh, shit, your hand.
Damn.
So?
The Duchess.
Okay, it's done.
Did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah. No one's going to find it.
Find.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm
What?
sure.
Right. Just one thing left to do.
No, Mother, don't!
Oh, crap.
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
No. But I trusted you.
No, sir. Don't. No.
Who the hell is that?
No!
You can run if you want to, Sarah, but you will pay for what you've done.
Gotta watch out for the white-haired dude.
You.
Louis, are you all right? What's going on?
The nose
Here,
are
take
ridiculous.
this.
See all the pores.
I'm sorry.
Keep it. Are you better?
I'm fine. Don't worry. It's getting late. Why don't you just go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sure. Yes.
Fine.
Okay. Interesting.
I definitely have to find Mother quickly. Am I going crazy or what? This can't be real. The Duchess arrived with me. What's happening to me, for God's sake? I absolutely need to find you, Mother.
Alright. Well, let's go exploring. What's this? Oh, that's the boat. Okay. It's a little thing lit up there on the bottom
Louis,
right.
during the trip, I had something I wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
Yes, Duchess?
I'm not sure if you remember, but we've met before.
Really?
At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
Oh, choose your class. Nice. I want to be a tank. Can I be a tank? The diplomat. The diplomat shines in society. A talented speaker, he avoids Fox Pass, and he can convince those with whom he is talking without offending them. Politics is his field of predilection. The occultist is a master of deception, convinced of the importance of knowledge. He has acquired extensive expertise in science and the arts. Using others to achieve his own ends does not bother him. Detective. The detective excels in investigation. He is trained to notice every detail in his surroundings as well as in people he questions. A hands-on man, he does not shy away from direct approach. Choosing a class defines your basic skills. The other skills will still be available, but unlocking them will be more expensive. So this is very much like, I guess early on, your progress will be pretty much one-sided to whichever one you pick, and then later on you'll be able to branch out into other things. Politics, etiquette, linguistics, conviction, and diversion. Manipulation, occultism, erudition, sciences, subterfuges. Questioning, vigilance, psychology, agility, and logic. I feel like that detective is too bland. I want to go for like one of these two. The occultist seems like the most interesting. This seems super interesting, to be honest. Politics, etiquette, linguistics, but it also seems kind of, you know, shady. But then again, the diplomat is your specialty is people. You know, that's good. That's damn good. I think I'm gonna go with diplomat. Your skills. Diplomat. You now have 7 effort points to use your skills. Your past granted you 1 skill point in manipulation. Your past granted you 1 skill point in psychology. Interesting. Huh. So we already actually have some skills in occultism and detective work. So interesting. You can actually add a point to these as well if you wanted to. So let's see. Convince people that the sheer force of your will and your attitude. Change the subject or avoid questions. That's not bad. Express your grasp of geopolitical situation, nation's interests, and diplomatic relations. Adopt the appropriate behavior for every social situation. Also use familiar flattery or veiled insults. Translate all kinds of documents and conversations in foreign. Ooh, nice. I mean, they all seem like pretty good stuff, and it's cool that I already have points in these other trees. So this is, I feel like this is definitely like the most well-rounded approach, is to start off as a politician. What do you want?
I want me.
Go to the bathroom. Oh, this is live. I'll be right back, people. I'll be right back. Oh, sorry about that. So let's see. So let us see. So I have 3 available points. Like, I only have 3 points, man. I feel like maybe unlocking one skill here and then doubling down on these skills, since they're already like 2 points left before level 1. 2 points left before level 1. If I could get these as well, that wouldn't be too bad, you know. But I also want to get convince people with the sheer force of your will and your attitude. I mean, dialogue, bro. Nation's interests and diplomatic relations. I think we could pass on that for now. Divert people's attention and change the subject. Avoid. I think these two, right? And then foreign languages. Adopt the appropriate behavior for every situation. Also used to formulate flattery or veiled insults. That could work. That could also work. See, the thing is, like, everything here in the politician's tree requires 4 points to level up, versus these 2 trees here only require 3 points to level up. And I wonder what's the oh no, but everything here is already level 1. Everything here is already level 1. That's why it requires 4. Oh my. Oh my. So everything there is already level 1. Versus these are not level 1 yet. So at level 2, so this is how I'm reading it. This is how I'm reading. Yeah. It's making more sense now. So you pick. Let me actually go back to just to validate my theory here. Level 0. Everything here is level 1. This actually has a level 1 and a quarter already. Yeah. So it's exactly what I thought it was. So, or what I just figured out it was. So what it is, you pick your class, right? And that automatically levels up all the abilities in that class to level 1. Versus the ones that you don't have, they're still level 0. You see, level 0, level 1, level 1. And at level 1, you have unlocked dialogue and options. Dialogue, options, and actions. So if I get this level 1, I'll have so I kind of do feel like getting these up to level 1 now. I'll only be able to get one of them up to level 1, but having all of the diplomatic things at level 1 and having one thing in each of the other trees at level 1 as well, I think is a really good start in terms of just having dialogue options available. So now my question is, do I want to do it into psychology or do I want to go into manipulation? I feel like, as per being a diplomat, manipulation seems to be a hell of a strong secondary option here. If we get to level 1, we've unlocked dialogue options, and we'll be 1 point away from unlocking psychology to level 1 as well. I think that's bomb. I think that's good. Got this to level 1. We got all of these to level 1, and we're 1 point away. So on the very next skill point we get, boom, into psychology, level 1 psychology right off the bat. I think that's good. I think I'm gonna go with that for sure. Let's go. Novice diplomat.
Well, I've devoted myself to the interests of France to the best of my abilities. A few years ago, I had a brush with some of your fellow countrymen.
Counter-revolutionaries, I'd imagine.
Exactly. They got away, thanks to a little diversion I came up with to keep the sans-culottes away. Believe me, they came close to adorning the walls of the catacombs of Paris.
So that young French diplomat was you? The mercy you showed the agents of the Queen roused the admiration of the court. Few would have let them leave France alive.
Duchess, I'm surprised that anyone still remembers.
Well, they say I have the memory of two people. But please, call me Emily.
Fine, Emily. Tell me, I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
Be honest with her, or lie to her. Do I remember you? I'd be like, yeah, sure. Nah.
Please excuse me, madam. I'm sure we've met before, but I don't remember where.
I appreciate your honesty, even if it's not very flattering for me.
I imagine that with your beauty, madam, it's the first time a man hasn't remembered your face.
Well, I must say, you make up for yourself rather elegantly.
Please stop torturing me. I'm completely at your mercy. Where have we met?
4 years ago, in London?
In London?
No, sorry. I don't remember.
In the office of William Pitt. Remember?
William
No?
Pitt?
I am so sorry, Emily, but I really don't remember you.
Let's drop it, Louis. It doesn't matter. Right, time to go to the manor.
Okay. Opportunities. Your skills allow you to discover hidden details. Select the object that is most suggestive of the situation in order to discover them. Opportunities do not consume effort points. To access the skill required for the situation, you need to have it unlocked. Interesting. Oh, this is the time thing. Let's go with this. When the time limit is over and answer is automatically selected. Check the dial time at the bottom of the screen. Okay, did I run out of time?
I'm heading off. Don't get left behind.
I'm coming.
Oh, I ran out of time.
I don't know where we're going like this, Emily, but you're connected to my mother one way or another. And if I can believe my vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart.
Bam. Talents. You obtain talents when carrying out certain actions. Remember to review their unlock conditions and effects as they offer very interesting improvements in the dedicated tab in the menu. In the menu. Where's the menu? There's the menu. Talents. Oh wow. This is, you can 10% more experience at the end of the quest. If you get level 1 in everything. Oh, here we go. The time given for opportunities is increased. Yeah, I need that. I need that for sure. Reach level 3 in Diverger and level 2 in Etiquette and Conviction. Because that went by quick. I need more time to choose, man. This is all interesting. I can't believe I missed that opportunity, man. Damn. Has the fake elements displayed during. Oh. But that's the cop stuff right there. Focus state. Using a Devil's Thorn also gives you an effort point. Picking up collector coins gives you more experience. Ooh, retroactive. So this, you could just wait to do this whenever you want. Using gives you effort points. You earn at the end of a quest. Interesting. You recover your effort points lost when you encounter an immunity. Oh god. Using a golden elixir also gives you. I have to hold my breath when I get hiccups to make them go away. Equipping a manuscript also increases the level of your skills by 1 while it is equipped. You gain 1 effort point. Well, I'm definitely going to focus on the ones that I already have, right? Like this one, for example. Oh, well, not that one. That one's Jack of all trades. This one, for example. I need to get 2 levels in Diversion and one in combination and etiquette, which would be nice. It would be nice to have that 50% extra time there. You can equip one extra man equip. Ooh. Collect 10. Yeah, fine. What's all this? Using manipulating costs you one extra effort point, but you gain one skill point in linguistics. Wow. Interesting. All of George Washington's immunities and vulnerabilities. Alright, well, we'll go back to that in a minute. What's this? Royal Jala. Royal Jala restores 2 effort points. You can carry more than 5. Sure. I'm guessing these effort points are the things on the bottom.
Must be an incredible view from up there. Impossible to set foot on the island without being seen from 300 meters away.
Alright, well. Oh, look, another glowy thingy right here. Okay, that's my second jelly. Okay, our trigger to jog here. Good stuff. Good to know. All right, there we go. This is much better. Our trigger is to run. Good to know. Good to know. A little passageway to the right over there. Let's go that way before.
Good morning, sir. May I ask your name, please?
Louis Moras de Richet.
Monsieur de Richet.
My name.
Delighted to welcome you among us, sir. You must be Sarah de Richet's son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
Thank you.
What can you tell me about the disappearance of my mother?
2 weeks
He already knows.
since Sir's mother went missing. All the staff here have since been busy searching every nook and cranny of the island. But Sir may rest assured, we shouldn't be long in finding her.
And just what have you found so far?
It would seem that Sir's mother may be hiding on the island and regularly changing her location. But no one seems to know why she would find this behavior necessary.
What do you mean?
On several occasions, we have found leftovers of food, a few of her things, or even traces of campsites. The reason why we're searching the wharf again is because lights were spotted there last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
Oh. Your skills give you access to unique choices and actions at the cost of effort points. The higher skill level, the lower the cost in effort points. Browse your skill tabs by using the character menu. Cool. Oh, you see, I don't have the required skill to take that path, so I can't.
Did anyone see anything else?
Unfortunately not, sir. Only lights were seen by servants of the manor, sir. And as I was saying, sir, all the guests were asleep, and no one seems to have noticed anything at all.
Yeah, of course.
We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials SDR. We came to the conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother, Sarah de Richet.
Yeah.
I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing.
Yeah,
I've got
she's
to
looking for
find out
something.
what the hell she was doing here. Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
Oh, so let's see. You game forcefully or be kind. Let's do a little bit of the manipulation. He's a servant, so I don't want to be like too, you know.
Pass me the handkerchief.
But sir, My orders were to give it to my master.
Are you refusing to give me my own mother's personal belongings, even though she was greatly looking forward to...
What's this? Hold on. It's like it's popping up. I gotta like... Oh, servants.
Your master, she's gone missing, and you seem incapable of finding her.
Oh, but sir, please.
And to top it all off, you refuse to give me the handkerchief that she so often let me use? Do I deserve such little consideration in your eyes? Is that what you wish me to report to your master?
Ooh.
No, certainly not, sir. Please forgive me, sir. I have been such an idiot. Here you are.
Ah, so nice. Thank you very much.
It is indeed your handkerchief, Mother. You must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is. Let's think. What could she have been doing out here on this wharf? Latin inscription. Annesis, mi fili quantilia produncia mundus ergatio.
Yeah, we can translate this, right?
You don't know, my son, how little wisdom the world is governed with.
Oh. Each person you meet on the island has their own personality, which makes them vulnerable to certain skills and immune to others. Exploiting their personality is crucial to achieve your personal goals. Skills used against immunities will not succeed and leave you exhausted. Meanwhile, exploited vulnerabilities will give you 1 effort point back. Review immunities and vulnerabilities in the journal tab in the menu. Cool.
I agree.
Ooh. Wait, where is he? In the journal tab, right? Immunity, conviction. He's immune to conviction. Cool. We haven't discovered anything about Emily. I probably missed that chance to discuss something about her with that thing that it was on her neck and her lips. So wait, what the hell? Oh, we haven't seen him, so we don't know our own mother's weaknesses and immunities. Damn. So Mortimer is immune to conviction, so we gotta, try not to do that. Left trigger. Play 1 skill point in diversion. Society. Dear Monsieur de Richet. It's the letter from the invitation. Telling us that we lost our moms. Oh, look at that, yeah, before the end of the timer. Can't believe we missed that one. Oh well. That is what it is. Probably shouldn't be missing any more of those though. Oh, this is, conviction is the exclamation mark, so let's not do that with the man, Let's go exploring up here to the look for clues on your mother. More royal jala. What's this?
Hey, there's something not right about this floorboard. It's different from the rest. Somebody replaced it recently, but looks like it's fixed pretty solidly in place. It's going to be tough to rip it out of here. Ah, shit! It's not coming up. I'll never manage it barehanded. I need something to lever it with.
Okay. Something to lever it with. We need like a... something.
get it open barehanded.
So we need a tool. You probably missed it somewhere. Let's go back and search. We didn't search enough, I wager. I wager, sir. My good sir. I think there's stuff here.
This chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough.
Oh, look at that, a stick.
Looks like a bar from an old gate. This miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently. The edges are still clean, and the tip is blackened.
It's dark, isn't it?
Without analysis to the contrary, I put my money on cannon powder. This might just come in handy.
Yeah, we already have a place that we can use it. I do.
A sack of seeds. It's an oak.
Can I? Audio and subtitles. No. I can't increase the brightness in the game. I feel like it's a little dark, but whatever.
Some rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time.
Oh look, this is available now.
Let's see what's hidden inside.
Oh, look at that.
Let's look. The address is in Sao Paulo, Brazil. That reminds me, it's about time the Order sent some envoys there. A letter written in an Oriental language.
Oh, that's right.
Letters in Japanese. It's
I'm a politician.
addressed to a certain Kei Shotaro in Tokyo.
I know all the languages.
It's too badly written, I can't make out the address.
Lol.
The address is 50 Bedford Square, London. An address in Cairo, Egypt. Mortimer communicates with the whole world, apparently. This envelope is meant for the Vatican. This name sounds familiar. Brashi. No, can't seem to place it. Probably a Dutchman.
Ooh.
Hôtel de Cluny, Rue de Mathurin, Paris. I guarantee this letter is for my mother. The address is a hideout for the Golden Order. If you write anyone over there, you have to watch out in case someone's reading your mail. But who is this Samuel Ritter d'Auchois?
Samuel, huh?
Let's see what's inside this letter. So,
Dear Samuel, my stay on Lord Mortimer's island is going wonderfully well. As I find myself in such charming company, I plan to stay a few more weeks. Would you be so kind as to send me a gift that I'd like to give to our old friend Manuel Godoy? I would be most grateful. I have been told that he's going to join us here soon. I would like to mark the occasion. Thank you in advance. Yours devotedly, Sarah Faustine de Richer.
what is your game here, Mother? Secrets, always more secrets. You've never talked to anyone using language like this. Something's going on here. Who is this Samuel Ritter? And for crying out loud, who is this Manuel Godoy that you keep bringing up? Think. Godoy. Manuel Godoy. Why does the name sound so familiar?
Oh, nice.
Ah, it's coming back to me. Godoy is the head of the Spanish government. He was appointed by King Charles IV, if I'm not mistaken. Rumor has it that he's very close to the Queen. Too close.
Oh.
Much too close. But hey, that's none of my business. He has a reputation of being upright and proud, very attached to the aristocracy, and close to Louis XVI. Well, hope we meet to talk about it soon, Mother. I don't know what you've gotten yourself into this time, but I'll bet you've got a lot to tell me.
Interesting. There was another letter here that I
Let's see what's hidden inside.
That I
Let's look.
Wasn't it this one? Or nah, we're done there. We're definitely done there. I don't gotta like. I mean, I probably should comb over every single little detail. This is that type of game I feel like, but I think that we can safely assume that that letter was the one that was the only thing of interest to us in that little section.
Looks like the barrel's been broken for quite some time.
Well, anyway, we have a metal stick now, so let's use this metal stick to open up this thing. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. There we go.
That does it. Let's see what's hidden inside. There's a book and also a bag.
Okay.
The Mysterium Cosmographicum. I know that book well. Mother used to read passages from it to me all the time. And judging from what I can see, it's the same one as hers. For crying out loud, what's happened to you, Mother?
Come on, Sarah. Ooh. Manuscripts allow you to educate yourself during the adventure. At the start of each quest, you can choose what to read and gain permanent skill points. In the inventory menu, in the menu. Okay.
Let's look inside the bag. A little.
Oh, 1 skill point in science. Nice. We have a bunch of characters here so far. Okay. 1 skill point in science. This. So why didn't I get it?
Food, a few toiletries, a small key, and some kind of black powder.
The black powder?
Bottom of the bag is covered in black powder.
Interesting.
Shit, those are definitely my mother's things.
Okay.
I recognize her hairpins. This bag smells of her perfume.
So it's definitely
Piece
her.
of soap, some oils, and her powder puff. But what does all this mean?
Food.
Some fruit, a piece of bacon, and some bread.
This is a
The
stash.
fruit's still firm.
It's like an emergency stash.
Bread's a bit stale.
Like for doomsday preppers.
From the smell,
have,
this food's been here roughly 2 days. And if it's rationed, there's enough left to last 2 more days.
So she's been missing for 2 weeks. So we know that she was here at least 2 days ago.
An iron key completely rusted.
I'll take it.
You never know. It might be useful. I hope Mother wasn't counting on it.
I mean, we can unlock whatever she. Should we take the bag? I don't think I need anything here.
Right, that's enough. I think I better leave her bag here. If she hid all this, it's because
It's a
she thought
stash.
she might need it later.
It's
Crying
definitely
out
a stash.
loud. Why did you hide supplies in the middle of nowhere, Mother? I don't know what's going on here, but you obviously feel like you're in danger.
Yeah, I mean, if that vision is true, she she is definitely in danger. Is this the key for this? Yep.
There we are.
There we are. Jolly good and all that. amber fragments. You just found an amber fragment. Each time you pick up 4 of them, you increase your maximum effort. Okay, so that's how you
Amber crystals.
Alright, amber crystals. Why you say that like so
This wharf is used as storage for a lot of barrels. What have we here? It's cannon powder.
The same one in her bag. Oh, I don't have science.
It's unusable now. I don't know what the person who left this barrel like this had in mind, but it's a waste.
That was your mom's, dude. Like, hold on. Like, how can we equip this? I want to equip this. I don't think we can now. Diversion, what's going in science? It's okay. I mean, whatever. We can't do it now. It's fine. We have no experience. How do we gain experience? 1750 XP to level 2. I'm gonna guess we're gonna get some skill points along with that, right? Interesting. Royal jelly.
This looks like a pistol case, but it's empty. I don't know if this has anything to do with you, Mother, but if it does, at least now you're armed.
Yeah,
just like in my vision. And none of it's telling me anything useful.
Don't sneak
so,
up.
Let's go through this. My mother's been hiding pieces of bread between the rotten boards of a wharf in the middle of the night. That's not normal. And if that weren't enough, looks now like she's armed. Meanwhile, she also takes the time to send out letters, reassuring whoever might be interested that she's having a fabulous time here. So odd. So very odd. And that's not even all I've noticed. But maybe I ought to move on to the manor now. They'll be waiting for me. At least I hope so.
Alright. Wow. We unlocked a whole bunch of stuff there. We already done that. Let's do this now. So odd. So very, very odd.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
Come on, servant. Let's go. Slightly above 50% in our effort points here. Holy crap. That's a big door. That loading screen goes by super fast. Whoa.
Whoa. Impressive.
Hell yeah.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Ricci, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Ooh, a confrontation. What is this? What is this? During a confrontation, you have to go through several steps while being as persuasive as possible. Confrontations have consequences on the rest of the story, so don't hesitate to use your skills. Each confrontation displays the interface showing how much the person you are talking to is convinced. Interesting.
Well, thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Oh boy. Well, I mean that's not gonna work. We have to. But it's like, should we tell him?
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow, then.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
Oh.
Only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is commendable. But as we work together on a daily basis, it is surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
Oh. Well. Yeah.
Mother passed her passion for art to me. Ancient art. Very ancient.
Ah. I didn't know your mother was an art lover.
Mainly pre-Christian objects which are believed to have unique properties.
Well, how interesting. Now that you mention it, I can indeed imagine Sarah getting interested in that.
All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful.
Here we go.
Do you think I should give it to you?
Well. Oh, damn. Oh, wow.
Don't worry, Your Eminence. Your secret is safe with me. You know my mother's reputation. As her son, I will defend the DRzD's word with the same fervor.
Ah, I would expect nothing less. Listen to me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother will read it?
Oh, wow. For the last step of a confrontation, you must convince the person you are talking to by giving a positive answer. If you give a bad answer, the stealth will repeat itself until you either give a right one or you have no blunders left. Oh, okay. Oh, we have a diversion. Oh wow, I don't believe in God. Okay, no worries. No, thank you. No. I mean, we have.
Your Eminence, if there is one thing you can count on, it is the value of a promise made by a DRzD.
Out of breath.
Respecting our commitments has always been the pillar of our family, and nothing nor nobody will prevent that from happening.
Of course.
Since you know my mother, you should know that a DRzD always keeps their word. You can be sure of that.
Of course.
Thank you, my son. It is most reassuring.
I'm a diplomat, baby. Let's
You're
go.
welcome. Especially as I promised you nothing.
Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur DRzD. Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders.
Oh, snap. Okay, well,
Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son.
Wow.
Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Many clues and items are hidden. Some of them will have an impact on your adventure, so do not hesitate to look for them. But we're like all out of points. There's the Duchess over there, and a new person, I think. But we need some jelly. How do I use it? Ooh. Wait. Oh wow, okay, I got it. Oh look, it just gave me a point here. Interesting. How do I use jelly? I want to use jelly. I mean, dude, we finessed him, okay? We finessed him. How do I use this? Is my question. What's this? Lost coins in the matter. How do I use the thing? Pressing A, X, Y? It's not the triggers, because that changes my menu. How do I, is it 4? It's not 4, is it? What the hell? How do I use it? I'm trying the mouse and keyboard to see if that makes any difference. Not that I can tell. That's peculiar. How do I use it? It's cool that I got this thing reliably. Oh, because I got the letter, I got a point of regulation. What is this? Oh. Oh, and this gave me 1 in agility. Wow, that's hilarious. And I can't use jelly anymore? I mean, I don't get it. Why can't I use the jelly?
Oh no!
I want to use the jelly. Devil's Thorn. Devil's Thorn grants you the exalted state. You temporarily see the immunities and vulnerabilities affecting a dialogue choice in a conversation. You cannot carry more than 5. Cool.
Maybe I should introduce myself to the other guests first.
Yeah. I know that's what you want me to do in video game. I don't follow your rules. I'm a rebel. I'm a rebel. That's blocked off. That's blocked off as well. But we're about to meet somebody new here.
Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch, a biography of the great men.
Yeah, sure, whatever, take it. Why not? Take anything that isn't bolted down, right? That is so weird. I can't use jelly. Oh, it's a thing. It's a whatchamacallit. So how do I use this? Royal jelly. How do I use the royal jelly? Okay. Okay.
I thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us.
Sure.
Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi? He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simple.
George Washington, President of the United States of America.
Oh my God!
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Moras de Richet. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet. And you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you forgive my indiscretion?
Oh, well,
Believe me, she's not that special. His Eminence was asking me for my opinion about the style of the main door. I have to admit, this place certainly doesn't lack panache.
It's simply stupefying.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Holm, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During which time we remake the world.
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
Should I tell him?
Like you, Mr. President, I'm here as a result of Lord Mortimer's invitation.
2 members of the same family here. That is rare.
You know what they say. You can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family.
Seriously, though, I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
What is this?
Good Lord. Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order. It's the highest distinction of the order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother. He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
Okay.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy shit. That's the man for my vision.
An urgent case has delayed our host, Lord Mortimer. He can't be present this evening, and he sends his deepest apologies.
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start.
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I've already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision.
I think Washington's an ally, and we're here about his mom. I feel like we'll have another opportunity to mess with this guy later on, versus staying here. But the thing is that she's staying here too. I don't know if I want to talk with Washington about his mom in front of her. And this guy here, I'm not timed this time, so I can take my time deciding. I don't know about my mama or stay and listen to Washington. Should we go with him? Let's not rush it. He's part of the order, so he might know a little bit more than the other guy.
Let's see what Washington has to say.
Sir, if you don't mind, I shall stay here.
Do exactly as you please, young man.
Louis, thank you for staying. Just like you, when I arrived this morning, I found out that Sarah had gone missing. I know your mother well. Don't worry. Emily is from the English branch of the Golden Order.
And President Washington is in fact the leader of the Order in the United States.
I didn't know.
Sorry to have made you wait, but I didn't want to speak in front of the others.
You did well. Secrecy and discretion are the pillars of our organization.
If I can help in any way at all, please don't hesitate to ask, my lad. And if you have any other questions, now's the time.
And you, Emily, what do you think of my mother?
I only know her through the...
How do I feel like I'm gonna miss out because I don't have any effort points.
The one time we met, we only exchanged a few words in a corridor of Parliament.
And was the exchange courteous or impassioned?
I'm not sure if I understand.
Was there any reason for her to be angry with you?
Under other circumstances, I would slap your face for even asking.
Okay.
But I'll put your lack of tact down to her disappearance. Know that your mother is a woman I would love to work with. Her reputation is entirely deserved. Mr. Washington will be able to tell you more.
Mr. Washington, you seem to be very familiar with my mother.
I'm making a video.
Where did you first meet her?
I met Sarah during the War of Independence on American soil. She was introduced to me by a mutual acquaintance, and I must say that her sound advice prevented me from making some terrible mistakes. She may not be a soldier, but believe me, she deserves a statue as much as Lafayette does.
Well, I didn't see that one coming. There's no doubt Mother has many secrets that are still hidden.
Right. Would it be too much if I asked you a few more questions?
Not at all. Go ahead. But I can't promise I'll remember everything.
May I ask, when you saw each other, what did you talk about?
See? I would have been able to do that.
My mother has always been fascinated by strange powers. Did she talk to you about anything like that?
Yes. Her facility for discerning truths from rumor served me well. Such as preventing massacres, like the one at Salem, from happening again. Or convincing people that horsemen cannot ride around without heads. What was it that she used to say now?
Keep an open and logical mind?
Yes, that's it.
Thank you, sir. I was hoping to speak with Lord Mortimer. At least now I have some information, thanks to you.
I repeat, Lord Mortimer is a man of his word. You won't be disappointed. And I am persuaded that your mother's research is his main concern.
Mother still is at the head of the Golden Order. I find it difficult to believe that she came to this island without notifying the other members.
As for myself, I did not know. I am here at the request of Sir Holm, a situation regarding the Crown of England to resolve, and to see what Lord Mortimer has to propose to us.
As for me, Lord Mortimer asked me here to speak about the future of America. I did not know that your mother would even be among us. In any case, no one has yet mentioned associating the Order.
We haven't found many clues yet.
I'll trust him. I'll trust him for now.
But I did find a book that belongs to my mother.
Where did you find it?
That's what worries me. I found it hidden on the wharf.
Do you think she was preparing to discreetly leave?
I don't know.
An extremely likely proposition.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Don't worry, Louis. I'm sure nothing bad has happened to her.
Yes, I hope not.
Interesting.
Careful, they're coming back.
Okay. Who the hell is that?
Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
Sir Holm, who was that young lady with you?
Elizabeth Adams, Mr. President. She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Miss Adams is here to rest. You have perhaps already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence. On that note, it's very late. You must be exhausted. The servant will accompany you to your rooms.
The cop tree has a lot of things available to him. Maybe should have gone to cop. Damn. Jesus. Okay, there we go.
Ladies, gentlemen, I bid you all good night. Mr. President, Your Eminence, Duchess, you have the same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
Cool.
Well, my friends, I am bone tired.
Sure.
I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
Good night.
She's the only
See
one
you
that
tomorrow.
Oh man, it's been quite a day. Right, where is my room?
She's the only one that's still a little bit suspect in my eyes. So we shall see.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Access locked. Access denied.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Oh, Godoy is here.
That's me.
Hey. Alright, well, we found our room. Let's take a quick gander at the other guests here. Oh, what's this?
Great. Honey.
Nice. Ooh, honey, honey. Who's this?
President George Washington.
That's Washington. Is this locked as well? Yes, it is. It's a big freaking place, bro. Oh, is there a thing here? No. I'm seeing things. Blocked. That's unfortunate. And now we're back in
Monsieur
the
Johann van Volner.
Van Volner. I mean, I probably didn't need to take the honey just then, but cures negative alt. Skill use is free. Space around restores our things. Okay. This is blocked. Yes, it is. Am I back onto the start here? Is this the beginning?
Monsieur Jacques Perru.
Jacques Perru?
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
Oh, what? Napoleon? Some of them I recognize, some I won't. It's just ridiculous. Wow. I didn't recognize Washington at all. You know, so it's not look like he does in the history book.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Alright. I think we're done. Yeah, let's go to our room here. Is that a thing that I missed? Oh no, that was just the that thing. Yeah, but these paintings are weird, to say the least.
Right. So what shall I do with this letter? It might be about my mother's disappearance.
He said there's 15 names.
But if I
there.
open it, I'll be betraying Biaggi's trust. What should I do?
Oh. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's that important for us to open it, but it could very well have some clues in there. If he asks for the letter back, that'll be a problem. But if we don't open it, it might make us take longer to solve the mystery. I doubt it'll take us that much longer to solve the mystery if we don't open it, but
Okay, let's see what it contains. Too bad for Biaggi. So, it really is a list of French countrymen. Biaggi wasn't lying.
Okay.
But now it's opened. I better get it to Mother soon. Wow! Nice room. Mortimer sure doesn't do things halfway.
What's up with all these pictures? What the hell is that? I mean, holy crap, bro.
The Conversion of St. Paul by Caravaggio. It's incredible. It doesn't look like a copy, but I was sure the original was in Rome. St. Francis of Assisi in ecstasy.
before superior voices. It always amuses me to see how art gets used for propaganda purposes. Saturn devouring his son. Again? I saw the same theme in the hall. I wouldn't like to be his son. Saint Jerome and the Angel. Yet again, art with political undertones with an image of a saint hearing voices. Judith beheading Holofernes. Ironic in a way, when you know that the artist represented himself as Judith beheading her mentor, who had raped her.
Carmelite water. Carmelite water gives you the focus state. Your next skill use will cost no effort. Okay. Not carry for 5.
Carmelite water.
Nice. This art is ridiculous.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very jolly.
Hmm. Okay. Wasn't there a, oh yeah, I already found, it was a Carmelite water, right? There we go. Okay. Let's finish exploring inside and then we'll explore outside. Unless the cutscene's just gonna make us go to bed. Never mind. Okay. So far, I've only missed one thing, which is that instance with the countess in the beginning. So, off the coast of England. I didn't know just entering the room was going to end it. I would have explored outside a little bit more. Come on, level up, level up, level up, level up. Yeah! Ooh. Well, 4 points available. Oh. Well, like I said, we're gonna definitely complete this level 1 here. And I mean, like, I kind of want to 3 points available. There's always 3 points available, you know. Myths are common religious symbols as well as ancient languages and secret societies. Both seem very, very interesting. It's good that I got psychology though, for sure. For sure. I feel like getting agility, to be honest. Like, I kind of do want to get like all the level 1 things just to unlock a bunch of dialogue options and stuff like that. Or should I be focusing on certain ones, you know? 4 points before level 2. Oh yeah, you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for level 2 versus these are only 4 for level 2. But it's level 1 is free for whatever you pick, or you could pick 3. I could get a level 2 somewhere here, but I feel like getting more of these right now would be better. What did I see a lot of? I saw this thing pop up a lot. You know? I didn't see this pop up at all very much. I didn't see this pop up at all very much either. I saw this pop up, but that was just now. Science also popped up. Subterfuges also popped up. Oh, that could be really good. Discreetly steal items, pick locks, notice falsification. This goal. That could be really good. I think I'm gonna get this. I didn't notice these. I mean, this one. Oh man. Yeah, I think I want this. I think it's good. You have a level 1 in psychology and a level 2 level an occultist politician. Psychology plus 3 skills and subterfuges. Yeah, that's not bad. I think I like it. I think I like it. I mean, I could try to focus on stuff like this. Oh, here we go. Conviction, diversion, and science. The arrow, that's gonna be some more. I think I want the science one. Yeah, I think that's good. I like this. Steal item, pick locks, and notice falsifications. I think that'll come in real handy. I think that'll be good. Another one that I think would be good as well would be questioning. Someone's behavior and appearance. Vigilance. Yeah, that's also this tree is also good. This tree, I think, is the best starting tree. I think, but this tree is also like really good. But this ability right here seems to be super important. So let's go ahead and confirm this. Oh, equipping manuscripts. Here you can choose what to read during the adventure. Each manuscript you read confers skill points at the end of the quest. Can only equip one at a time. Should we be good on science? One skill point. It'll be good to get a skill point that'll make it level up, you know? So like if I put one thing here and then I had a manuscript for another point in agility, that would be a good way to but for now, should we go for the tree that has nothing in there? Put 1 point in that. How did we get that? How the hell did we get that? I don't know how we got that. How did we get a point in occultism? So I put 1 in psychology and 3 in subterfuges. So how did we get 1 in occultism? Oh, I don't know. I don't know how that happened. Science, diversion. convictions. Let's go ahead and put the one that's. Oh, see, we recovered 3 points. By going to sleep. That's good to know. That is good to know. Oh, another vision. What's this?
Your turn? The servants are not very efficient.
DRzDonn can't be far away. They'll find her soon. Their search time is restricted, given that they must keep an eye on Adams.
I can take care of her, you know.
Yes. Well, in any case, I do thank you for bringing her to the island.
From what I've understood, the search of DRzDonn's room hasn't turned up any results.
Not yet, no. But we've put her son in there. Perhaps he'll find something.
That might come in handy.
Louis grows impatient at not yet having met the famous Lord Mortimer.
He will meet him tomorrow.
So somehow...
Oh, what a pity to lose a knight at the start of the game. Are you waiting for someone?
A young French soldier.
During our game of chess?
Don't worry, Gregory. The game won't disappear.
Napoleon?
I'll have one of my men escort you back.
Don't trouble yourself. I know my way out.
Ah, good evening, gentlemen. Please forgive me for this late hour.
It is never too late, and we have much to discuss. One last move?
Jesus.
Don't worry. Our games always seem to end like this.
Or always start like this. Come, take a seat, my friend.
Interesting. Interesting. The servants are all faceless. No bodies. They're all fucking walking around? Is it morning time already?
A little nighttime stroll, Mr. President?
There's nothing like it for a good night's sleep.
Do not hesitate to ask a servant to show you back.
The corridors seem quite safe.
Peppermint, lime flower, and valerian. My miracle remedy when one can't get to sleep. A very good night to you, Mr. President.
Thank you. And to you too, sir.
Okay. Nosebleeds, though.
I'm coming.
Dear Monsieur DRzDonn, please excuse me, but I am unable to join you at present. However, rest assured that we are doing all we can to resolve the case that concerns us. By the way, enclosed, you will find a key that will enable you to retrieve.
Okay, cool. We know it's the president, so...
Excuse me. Am I bothering you?
No.
I was sleeping.
Oh, I meant no.
I need your help.
What's going on?
Do you remember the young lady we spoke of in the hall?
No. What's her name again?
Elizabeth Adams. Well, she is the daughter of my friend, the Vice President, John Adams. But she is supposed to be dead.
Yeah, that's bizarre. Fair enough.
Good heavens! I was present at her funeral.
It is disturbing indeed.
Yes. I need to make sure it's her. That's where you come in. I want you to distract Elizabeth while I search her room. and perhaps get my hands on some important information. At least I hope so. Elizabeth is in the small salon. If you hurry, you can still catch her. I just need 10 minutes.
But if my vision is true, there are two men nearby discussing very important issues, and one of them looks much like Mortimer. Washington is very kind, but I came to this island for my mother, not for his ghost stories.
But if we help him, he'll help us. Should we be selfish here? Or should we go try to investigate about the vision? And we know it's not just a vision because we saw him coming to our door and then he knocked. I feel like we should help. It's the whole, you know, give and sacrifice, give and take, you know. It's like I feel like we need him in our pocket.
Count on me, sir.
Thank you, my friend. Keep Elizabeth downstairs as long as possible. She must not return to her room.
Sir.
Trust me.
According to Washington, Lady Adams is in the small salon. I better hurry. Louis, you're straying from your objective.
Oh, my bad. I didn't know where to go. Let's go, let's go. Let's help the Washington.
My son. Oh, you are a godsend.
What's the matter, Your Eminence?
I believe Miss Adams may be in danger.
What do you mean?
Do you hear that? She's being manhandled in the small salon.
By whom?
I don't know exactly. A thug, a Frenchman, it seems. By the cut of his cloth, I'd say he's a member of the French Revolutionary Government. You should do something, my son.
Yeah, shit. Sure. I was supposed to make sure Adams wouldn't go back to her room. Don't worry, Your Eminence. I'll take care of it. Probably nothing to worry about.
Do you want me to call for help?
Please don't do anything. I'm sure with a little goodwill, everything will work out fine. Don't go and wake up the whole manor, please.
Thank you, my son. May God watch over you.
All right.
Who do you think you are?
Forgive.
There are multiple paths to reach your objective. It may be a good idea to think twice before embarking on the first path you come to.
Me, sir.
If we were in France, I'd have sent you to the guillotine for what you just said.
Please, just let me go back to my room.
Hey, you! Stay out of it! This is none of your business. I'm gonna teach this little slut how to behave.
What the hell is going on?
Huh? I don't think you know who I am.
Stop. I beg you. I didn't mean to. Don't hit me, please, sir.
Shit. If I step in, Adams might just run back to her room. And if I do nothing, yes, Washington will have enough time to search, but this girl's gonna suffer. Damn it. What should I do?
You filthy whore!
I apologize. Have mercy. Please have mercy. No! No!
I apologize. Nah, nah, nah. Mercy, have mercy. Nah, nah, nah. Where's that smart mouth now? I'll teach you a little respect. Huh?
Are you out of your mind? What about the consequences?
What are you talking about?
The consequences of beating up one of Lord Mortimer's friends in his own house.
You tell him about that and you'll have to answer to me.
Oh wow. Holy crap. Use a golden lizard to cure yourself.
Please.
It's too late for that. Leave me alone.
I'm sorry, but my intervention would have only made things worse. Look, we all have bad days, but hopefully tomorrow will be better. Can I call a servant to attend you, or...
No. I just want to return to my room.
Damn.
Well? Did you get time to search the room?
Yes, I found out many things.
Good.
Did Elizabeth give you any trouble?
Elizabeth? No.
Well, you could have mentioned she was with a raving maniac, huh?
What do you mean?
She was with a Frenchman. He was about to beat her when I arrived.
What the devil are you talking about?
I thought he was gonna kill the poor girl.
Did you intervene?
I did what was necessary to give you enough time to search your room.
Good work, my friend. I knew that I could count on you.
So tell me, did you find any information?
Oh, yes. What I found is likely to upset you.
What do you mean by that?
Elizabeth is indeed the daughter of John Adams.
Why pass her off as dead?
I found her medical file. It appears that for many years, your mother was her personal doctor. From what I read, she behaved more like a butcher than a doctor.
What are you talking about? I'm not a child. What's going on here?
John believed that his daughter was possessed. He appealed to your mother to save her, but the treatment she inflicted on the poor child... My God.
Look, stop beating around the bush. What exactly did she do to her?
Do you believe your mother capable of torturing a child?
My mother would never do something like that.
But she did. And with the blessing of the Order.
No, she wouldn't go that far. Prove it. Show me that file.
I left it in her room so as not to arouse suspicion.
My mother's not a monster.
I do not doubt that your mother meant well, but the techniques described in the file, it is pure torture.
My mother has many faults, but she's not the cruel woman you describe.
Believe what you will, but now you cannot say you were never told.
That's fine. We'll get to the bottom of it when we can. Damn. Wow, that was intense. Okay. Oof. Maybe I should have saved that, huh? Is that Poseidon? Does he have a trident in his hand or something? I'm not sure. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Well, let's explore and find some more clues here before we go back to bed. Oh, it's locked now? God damn. Okay, that's not locked. Okay, that's good.
Lord Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms.
Okay, this is also locked. Alright, let's go upstairs. Okay. It's telling me to go back to bed, but
Monsieur Napoléon Bonaparte. Ce Jacques Perru.
Yeah, it's a more golden elixir.
Decorum guide.
Etiquette. Not bad.
That's not the right way. Duke Manuel Godoy.
Washington's across from you, isn't he?
Your Eminence, what are you doing here?
I was worried about you, my son. How did it go with Miss Adams?
Everything went well. There's no need to worry.
Which means?
The situation was more complex than it looked at first glance.
What? The poor child was indeed being bullied by a thug, wasn't she?
Let's just say you didn't have a complete picture of the situation, Your Eminence. Maybe it's because it's harder to feel things when one is sheltered behind the door.
Now, listen to me, my son. I went in search of the servants.
You weren't able to find them, were you?
No, and they are going to hear from me. When you need them most, you simply can't find them.
Anyway, Miss Adams is safe. Everything's fine, so no need to lose any sleep over it.
I see. Thank you, my son. My son, I have another problem. I wanted to speak to you about something important. Do you still have my letter on you? The one I gave you in the hall?
Why do you ask?
I have a name to add to it.
Oh man, this dude. Huh. Should we just give him back the letter? Like, nah.
It would have been my pleasure, but I don't have it with me, Your Eminence.
Why is that?
You remember that I came here to meet my mother. Well, I still haven't found her, and it's beginning to worry me. Given the importance of your letter and not knowing where it all might lead me, I've hidden it.
Of course.
His Eminence wouldn't want me to take the slightest risk, would he?
Excellent initiative, my son. But please tell me you haven't simply left it in your room, my son.
Don't worry. It is perfectly safe and sound.
Certainly, but where?
Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm not at liberty to say. The walls have ears here, and I refuse to put any of these people in danger. Give me the name you wanted to add, and I'll pass it on to my mother.
Very well. You seem to know what you're doing. Here is the name. Jean-Baptiste Joseph Goebel. Don't forget to give this name to your mother, or a good man will end up dead.
Are you prepared to trust me or not?
Of course, my son. Have a good night.
Okay. Interesting. I mean, he's a kind guy. It's just... Oh my god. What's his name again? Freaking, Wait, did I just pass his room?
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Oh man, whatever. This dude. What is he again? Okay, so she's immune to being manipulated, which is interesting. Godoy is immune to etiquette. This guy is vulnerable to etiquette, so discover. We have yet to discover. We actually have yet to discover, but Emily as well. Washington as well. So I think that the honey, we should only be using it like on an as needed basis, you know, or whenever we like actually need it.
I'm exhausted. I better go to bed. I'll search my room tomorrow. If Mother stayed here right before me, you never know. And Mortimer had better show up. Interesting. I feel like I missed a bunch of stuff here. Could have found out more about the man, my vision. Could have found out more about plans involving myself. Right, that's the alternate path. Instead of helping Washington, I could have had a remarkable encounter. Where are all these things? Where would that have happened? I need to like explore the freaking places more. Okay, I failed two things here. I let Lady Adams take a beating, which is kind of sucky, and I didn't pick up her talisman. Hopefully I still leveled up. Yes. Vulnerabilities exploited, items found, new character met, character traits revealed, traits unlocked, etc., etc. 4 points available. See, it has a 1 point in science there already. This just came up. Benefit from a sound cultural background, the arts, geography, and history. Okay. Should just go ahead and finish this, I guess, and this as well. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Because there's already points in there, so yeah, look at that, jack of all trades.
All right. In my vision yesterday, I saw that Mother had this room before me. I better search the room. Who knows? Maybe she left me something behind.
Oh, my next reading. Conviction, diversion, and etiquette. This is all these things here. Yeah, that's fine. It'll give us a thing to go for next. It's fine. Doesn't really matter.
Great. Honey. Writing material.
Yeah, we might need vigilance as well.
Incredulity of St. Thomas. Why is Caravaggio representing St. Thomas putting his finger in the wound? Thomas looks on but doesn't touch.
That's so weird, bro. These paintings. Nice.
Nothing.
Well, I mean, we just woke up from there, so.
I haven't even had time to unpack my cases.
Can we do that? No? No? Alright.
Inspiration of St. Matthew, or Matthew writing his gospel, dictated to him by voices.
This room looks unoccupied.
A Chinese coin, recognizable by the hole in the middle. If I remember rightly, that's called a cash.
Away for now.
Here's something that will undermine my botanist's appreciation for the local climate.
Vigilance would help out. Vigilance would definitely help out. We might be focusing on that next.
A priest's robe, crosses. Must be Piaggi's room. Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very jolly.
Oh, you see? Nice. Golden index. Nobody talked about all of these paintings here. That's the exit to the room. What about this?
Oh, this bookcase is well stocked.
Oh, this book has been put back the wrong way round.
A Voyage Around the World, the travelogue of the explorer Louis-Antoine de Bougainville. One of Mother's favorite books. What a coincidence. And I don't believe in coincidences. It's just too much. I don't know what's going on here, but if you felt threatened, I'll bet you'd leave a clue, wouldn't you, Mother?
Found it. A faint sign of the order, barely visible. Mother, you undoubtedly must have hidden a clue in this book. Let's see if I can find anything else in this room. Come on, Louis, think. Think.
Let's recap. My mother was in this room. I found a rare edition of her favorite book. She must have left something behind.
She must have used the writing materials. What if she used lemon juice instead?
An old trick used to hide messages.
Oh, from the
A
plant
message
outside.
using invisible ink. I bet she used a lemon to leave a message.
Now, how do I reveal the message?
Heat, isn't it?
Look, markings on the floor. Just a bit worn out. I was hoping to find something leading to a secret passage.
The message is illegible. I have to keep searching.
Right here. Oh, you see science. Right? That'll work, wouldn't it?
Nothing here. I wouldn't mind a nice, strong coffee, though. There's a circle around the lock here. Must be the trunk Mortimer was talking about. The key should open it. There's a note. Effects of Sœur de Richer, to be given to her son, Louis. I should probably take it.
Amber fragments. try using the ash then. Oh no, this.
Ah, secret writing. Many people use this method for their secret correspondences. Light the flame and the ink appears.
I didn't even have to do that because I knew already from previous knowledge.
Inferno by Dante.
Still Inferno by Dante.
Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
Which one should we do though? Burnish the page with the candlestick or spread ashes on the book? I think it's the candlestick.
Aha! It's working! The heat reveals the message.
Let's see what my mother wrote. Where all eyes size you up, you must pass by the Gorgon. Gorgon was the name of Medusa in Greek mythology. On the other hand, where all eyes size you up, I don't get it. And judging by the number of paintings in the manor, could be anywhere. After that, she adds, beware hero. The beast always charges the best protected soldier. And that's its weakness.
What is my mother trying to tell me? You've gone to so much trouble. You must not have only found something important, but
you must have also felt like you were in great danger. Now I better hurry and find that damn Medusa.
Sir, dinner is served in the red salon.
Typical. I'm not hungry. Please give my apologies to all the guests.
Sir Holm requests your presence, sir.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to wait before going and looking for my Medusa.
Tell him I'll be there in a minute.
Wow. A lot just happened. Oh, let's take a look. A look-see. We need all the level 1 abilities. Like the more that it's happening, it's like we need all of them. I mean, more experience is good. It's 10%. 10% on like a couple thousand is, 100 or 200. Immoral. I am immoral. Damn. Interesting. I mean, we have like no. Let's not ever max out on on any of these items. That way we can always pick up one if we find one, But it seems like we're good. I feel like here is probably where I would have.
This room looks unoccupied.
Had an encounter before. The lemons are there. I think we're good. don't have any negative alterations, which is fine.
If I get a chance, I may have to take a little tour through the rooms of the other guests.
Oh yeah. Who's this?
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Oh yeah, that's the cardinal. Alright. It's an old, creaky house. Where is the Medusa?
President George Washington.
Let no one disturb me. I'm busy.
Too bad. I'll see him later.
Okay. Let no one disturb me. I am busy. I didn't really know what the hell that was.
That's the door to Elizabeth's room.
So we knock? Oh, we're just gonna go inside.
For God's sakes, what happened in here?
Whoa. Look at that, there's a thing in the middle.
A chest with a half-circle pattern.
Good thing we can pick locks. Sometimes I make really good decisions. Just saying. Like a letter and some stuff.
An untutored hand copied these notes. Looks like a healing method. Well, that's a pity. The writing is barely legible. Feet and hands are bound. A piece of cloth in the mouth prevents the tongue from being sectioned. It looks like preparation for an exorcism. Is Elizabeth really possessed?
Oh. She's immune to manipulations. What the hell is going on here, bro?
My dear Elizabeth, I'm writing to inform you of some unfortunate news. We won't be able to meet as planned on the first Sunday of May. I've been told that you're no better, and unfortunately, your brothers and I are absolutely snowed under by the work required to govern this new country. Please excuse us. As soon as we can get free, even if it's just for a day, I promise we shall come and see you. Your loving father, John Adams. P.S. Don't hold it against your mother. She still isn't ready. Please don't judge her. I'm sure you'll be able to put all of this behind you one day. Looks like I found a box containing some kind of white crystals.
Really? Just consume the crystals? No thanks. Nah, we gotta do it. We gotta do it.
Looks like I found a box containing...
That's the only
some kind
option
of white
available.
crystal.
We gotta do
Wow. Let's see what it tastes like. Ugh. I really need to stop tasting everything I find now.
it. Okay, just saying. Never mind. Let's go ahead and get rid of that negative trait.
A ruble. A novel of the initiation of a young woman into polite society.
Immunity to damn.
August 24th, 1792. Elizabeth, I'm driven to despair and doubt there is any point in writing to you. I'm not even sure you'll receive my letters. Father controls my correspondence more and more. I am certain he filters our exchanges. Thankfully, one of the chambermaids is able to help me get my letters to you. But they still remain unanswered. I often think about you and pray every day to be able to hold you tight. We have so much time to make up. I beg you, answer me, please. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. That horrible woman came again yesterday. She spent a long time speaking with Father. I didn't understand everything because they spoke in French, but I'm sure they were talking about you.
Is that,
August 24th.
Okay.
June 11th, 1791. My dear Elizabeth, your last letter gave me much cause for concern. Your words were so cold, as if emotions no longer matter to you. Father maintains that the secondary effects of your treatment still trouble you, but that they will soon subside. Should I believe him? I cling to the belief that we shall soon see each other again, at long last, right soon. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. Don't forget to tell me what present you want.
Yeah, the ones that, tricks don't work against her at all. Oh, those are the crystals or whatever. A bunch of stuff in her room that I was able to take. Just a nice little treasure trove of items here. Alright, well, let's get the hell out of here before we get caught. Interesting, interesting. I'll go downstairs in a bit. Can I go upstairs? No? Like it popped up for a little second and then it just disappeared. Yeah, we could.
Sir Jacques Perru? That must be the door to the room of the soldier I saw in my vision.
Is there somebody nearby?
Might be better to take a different stairway. Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
You might be going into this soldier's room real quick.
Hannibal crossing the Alps. Another military success. Why do I get nothing but visions of horror in my room? And he gets victory after victory? The Prince by Machiavelli. A perfect read for anyone with a surfeit of ambition. That might come in handy.
Napoleon's immune to politics. Yeah, we don't have anything there.
My dearest son, I'm writing to implore you to act quickly. The situation is rapidly worsening here. Paoli continues to steer our motherland, Corsica, toward open warfare between France and England. His men are everywhere. We are obliged to go into hiding and are unable to remain in the same place for more than 2 days. I wouldn't be surprised if they targeted us soon. Make haste, my son. You hold our destiny in your hands. Your loving mother, Maria Letizia Bonaparte.
Ooh.
It's a beautiful weapon. A lovely damask blade. It's marked with the initials of the manufacturer in Versailles.
Conviction.
A bicorn decorated with a cockade. It must belong to a French soldier.
I'm finding a lot of his immunities.
The Battle of Alexander at Issus, or how Alexander the Great triumphed over King Darius. Yet another one with delusions of grandeur. Vercingetorix throws down his arms at the feet of Julius Caesar by Royer.
My dear Napoleon, as previously agreed, I would like to ask you to join us in January on my island to participate in the High Society meeting organized for the occasion. We shall be able to continue our discussion about our project for a new order for France. I have a proposition to make to you concerning your wish to put a strong leader at the head of France. I trust you to be discreet as to your coming. See you soon. Lord William Mortimer.
Wow, look at this. Very neat. Very neat person indeed.
French actor Talma is Nero in Britannica.
Fragment, you're not you got one, yay!
Fragment of amber.
Cool. Alright, I mean, so we discovered a couple details about Napoleon. So that's good. So can't go down that stairs. You have to go down.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
No, we can't go into Emily's room. That's where I want to go. I missed that chance with her initially, so I want to figure her out a little bit more.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Godoy is also blocked. I think we're just gonna go around here in the circle. Yeah, this is just, we're back to where we started in our room, right?
Huh, that's me.
Monsieur Louis de Richette. So let's go downstairs, talk, and then be sociable, and try not to upset any of the guests. Is this Washington here?
President George Washington.
He's busy. All right, let's go. We'll go downstairs now. I felt this was shorter than turning around, but maybe it was. Okay, not this way apparently. Maybe this way? Nope. That's upstairs. Can't go upstairs yet. Probably should have just turned around. Probably would have been faster. Alright, well. Oh boy. We are able to explore Adam's room, her room.
Excuse me, Monsieur de Richet. I really need to talk to you.
Is this about last night?
No, that was just a misunderstanding. I'm sure it was a little bit my fault too.
There's no excuse for that man's horrible behavior. You ought to tell Sir Home.
Look, the only thing that I care about is that I've lost something precious. I'm not worried about Jacques Peru.
How's your eye?
I've had worse.
Please accept my apologies. If I'd stepped in sooner, you wouldn't have gotten that.
My eye's nothing. Last night, I found out that your mother was on the island. What are you doing here?
Why do you care?
Excuse me, but speaking frankly, why would you care?
I know your mother very well.
What do you mean?
Really?
Yes, I have been in your mother's care ever since I was born.
She nursed you.
Oh, I wouldn't say nursed. No. I remember her stare, cold as ice. Her sadistic hands pressing over my mouth to silence me while I screamed in pain.
Oh,
I remember her knees, too. She held me down with them while she cut and burned scars into me.
Hold on a minute. What do you mean?
You can ask her when you see her.
Huh, she's getting more and more agitated.
Look, I've got to go.
Wait. I need to know more about you and my mother. Why did she put you through all of that? There must be some reason for what she did.
What's the point of rubbing salt in the wounds?
Is she immune to etiquette? No, it's just psychology and manipulation.
You're right. I don't want this conversation to turn into an interrogation. You've suffered enough already. I respect your silence. Please excuse me.
Well, thank you. I know your little game. You're no different from the rest of them. You couldn't give a damn about me. The only thing you're interested in is finding out about your mother.
Don't say that. Not everyone wants to use you. Some people care about you, don't they?
Like her sister.
Haven't you got a sister?
Yes.
I'm sure she loves you with all her heart.
She's the only one who cares about me. I would have put an end to it all by now if it weren't for her. Since you insist, I'll tell you how I met your mother.
Thanks for trusting me.
Nice!
You see, before I was born, my mother often suffered from hallucinations and fits of anger. Soon people could barely recognize her. She became a completely different person. So my father spent an enormous amount of money paying for the best doctors, but none of them were able to cure her. The last resort was to call a priest.
So, is that what your father did?
No. He went to an expert in the occult.
Ah, my mother.
Her reputation already extended beyond our borders. My mother's fits stopped at my birth, and Sarah de Richet concluded that the evil had passed into me. Not only did it encourage her to stay, but she took the opportunity to advise my father to separate me from the rest of my family. That's how I was declared stillborn. My fate was decided that very day.
It would coincide with my mother's frequent trips to America.
I had my first fit when I was 3. That's when your mother began her experiments to rid me of the evil inside.
I understand how you feel, but I know my mother. I'm sure she had her reasons, even if it seems difficult to believe.
Everything she put me through was all for nothing. My whole life was ruined for nothing.
So what brings you here then?
My father used to know Sir Holm. He offered to introduce me to the world's leading authority in the occult.
Lord Mortimer.
He was my last hope. Until I found out he had also invited your mother.
It's got to be a coincidence. I don't believe for a second she's coming for you.
You can't change my mind about this, Louis. My days are numbered, and I know it.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service, day and night, sir.
I know.
As I was unable to bring my personal effects with me,
I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of course, sir. What would you require?
Oh, wow.
What's that book you're hiding in your jacket?
The Sorrows of Young Werther by Goethe, sir. And I am not hiding it.
Hand it to me, please.
It is damaged, sir. I would never dare lend sir a book in such a pitiful state, sir. I took it to restore.
Dude, we're going through our jelly. Jesus. Nah, I don't want to use it on that. This is like, I feel like this is like if you're gonna spend your freaking points, you know? I don't want to spend my points just willy-nilly like that just now, you know? Not yet anyways. I'm not that confident in my abilities. I need my points. I need my points. Go to the rest of the it's probably over here. This is probably what it is. Alright, let's go. There's a butterfly in here?
Dear friends, I bid you welcome. I hope the night was not too short. Your Eminence, Duchess, Monsieur de Richet, allow me to introduce our new guests. They arrived during the night. Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs and close aide of Frederick William II, King of Prussia. Napoleon Bonaparte, Lieutenant of the French Revolutionary Army. And Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. Unfortunately, my friends, Lord Mortimer will not be joining us this morning, but he should be with us later. So, let us begin.
What is Mortimer playing at? He tells me to come urgently and he sends no one to meet me?
It is remarkable. As for myself,
Peru
I
looks
did not
totally out
know.
of place here.
He's counting the 10 sets of cutlery around each plate? The man is completely lost.
Thank you again for the
But we already knew that. I should have gone for
It is served
Napoleon.
every day at the king's table. I am delighted to report.
Volner and Piaggi seem to be getting along well.
Yes, I heard the news. What a storm.
We don't know.
Surprising when you know Volner prohibited religious practices in Prussia. Renowned member of the Rose Croix Order, former Freemason, and great lover of alchemy. And look at Piaggi fawning over him. I really do have a problem digesting political protocol.
My dear Johann, how are you?
Glad to make landfall at last. And yourself?
Very well.
And your husband?
He's poorly. The French Revolution gives him terrible headaches.
Oh, I understand. I shall feel better too, as soon as the situation is settled.
If by chance the French crisis is emulated in Berlin, there will always be a refuge for you in London, my dear.
Your offer does you honor, Emily. But London is much closer to Paris than Berlin. Beware. The French are capable of sailing up the Thames straight to the Houses of Parliament.
Oh, my friend, I am shaking in my clogs.
Impossible.
A Prussian-Britannic
Like no
coalition is
time.
not good for France. The last time we fought against them, our empire went up in smoke.
Is the wine to your liking?
Very much so, Sir Gregory. Such complexity. Typically French. A Sauterne, isn't it?
Absolutely.
If I'm not mistaken, this is not Lord Mortimer's favorite wine. It is yours.
In his absence, I have taken the liberty of making a slight deviation from the rule, but I count on your discretion.
Don't worry, I appreciate the same grape varieties as you. I remember the last time we tasted that nectar here at this table. The finest minds of the century were present.
And the last time we drank it, the orphanage in Bloomsbury was still in ruins.
Would you repeat that?
Oh, well, I put some small effort into the works. The orphanage reopened just before Christmas. The bedrooms, washrooms, and the classrooms had all been refurbished.
I don't know what to say. You have given the girls a wonderful Christmas gift. Thank you.
I made a promise. Now it is done.
You must be joking.
It's the first time I've ever seen her so moved. Just mention that orphanage broke right through Emily's hard shell.
Psychology.
Is everything all right?
Yes, thank you. I had a moment of absence, but here I am again.
Oh dear.
What do you think of Volner?
The Prussian king is his puppet.
I find it hard to believe the king of Prussia is so weak.
Be careful. Volner is as influential as he is dangerous.
You seem to know each other well.
We used to work together.
I see.
Who does not know of her, sir?
Have you any information on this Napoleon?
Of course.
Lord Mortimer has invited Napoleon along to negotiate an important commercial venture.
Nothing strange about that.
And the Golden Order is somehow involved.
What? Our order? Are you sure?
That's what I read in the letter from Mortimer to Napoleon.
This information is important. Thank you, Louis.
No problem.
Monsieur de Richet? It would seem we have common interests. Could we speak in private, please?
Sure. He's immune to politics, he's immune to conviction. So, let's see what we get here. Oh boy.
Lord Mortimer and the Golden Order, through your mother, have concluded a financial agreement.
Stay composed, Louis. I'm listening.
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother. You must know that I am deeply sorry about their disappearance, but I must validate the deal urgently if I want to be able to organize things properly.
I haven't seen Lord Mortimer yet. I'm afraid I'll be unable to answer your questions.
He assured me that you could replace your mother during her absence.
I appreciate his confidence, but still, this is a bit hasty. But please continue.
Of course, but I need to know if I can count you among my allies.
Okay.
Well, of course.
And for that, I have a little question for you.
Okay.
The agreement stipulates an aid of 50,000 louis d'or for 200 cannon.
It's the least one can say. And right he was too. And you, sir.
I don't know. Maybe you ought to speak to my mother.
Oh, what a pity. I was hoping you would be up to the challenge. Too bad. I have one last question I would like to pose to you.
I didn't want to...
We don't know each other yet, you and I. And I need to make sure that we both share the same vision for the future of France. Given the hard times that have befallen our beautiful country, what do you think it would take to restore its luster?
Isn't he immune to politics? I'm pretty sure he's immune to politics. Politics and conviction, yeah. But he's not immune to manipulation, I don't think. Let's find out.
I think what France is lacking today is a truly strong leader ready to govern her. Someone who will restore her luster, who will propel her forward so once again she becomes a proud nation respected by all. A man capable of both rebuilding the country from the inside and, at the same time, developing exterior relations. Someone with a vision, I think. The right person still remains to be found.
You're right, my friend. I hear your words, and I agree. Monsieur de Richet, I am reassured. I am very happy to have met you. Lord Mortimer was right to put his trust in you. I hope to work with you in the very near future. I would like to thank you for your support by offering you this humble little gift.
Reflections on the Revolution in France. Monsieur Bonaparte, I thank you for this gesture, and please know that I, too, am delighted to have met you.
Okay. I mean, we filled the first half with that, but...
My friends, I would like to say a few words, please. I would like to thank Lord Mortimer, and you, Sir Holm, for bringing us all together here. Those of us for whom it is not the first time here, like me, are all trembling in sweet anticipation of the arrival of our host. For the rest, I would like to reassure you that Lord Mortimer always has a few surprising projects to propose. But I can assure you that each and every one of us has always benefited from them. The last time I came to this place, Lord Mortimer offered to help me in my electoral campaign for the presidency of the United States. And it is imminently clear that his support was an invaluable aid to us. We are here among like-minded people. So let us put aside the conflicts in which some of our nations find themselves at present. So I raise my glass in honor of you all, my new and old friends.
Okay, Washington with the speeches.
I trust you shall not be disappointed, Mr. Washington.
Oh.
Right, we shall meet again tomorrow.
That was fast.
All the guests will be present, as well as Lord Mortimer, I hope.
Ugh.
Until then, I trust you will find plenty to keep you amused.
Those opportunities go by quick, man. Jesus Christ. All right. Oh. Nice. Oh, nothing else? I did everything there. Nice, nice. That was successful. Leveling up here. Double level up? Nice, nice, nice. We found a bunch of items in that one as well. We used up so many. We have 8 points available. Oh man, that's good stuff. 2 points here and we'll get level 2 conviction. We gotta do it. We gotta do 2 points here. We gotta do... two points in vigilance, and we gotta do 2 points in science. I think that's fine. All right.
All right. Let's recap. Before dinner, I was going to investigate my mother's message. I've got to find the place where all eyes size you up.
What the hell? Okay, that was weird. Assemble all the pages of the manuscript in order to read it. Oh. Cool, cool, cool. We have a couple points in conviction, politics, manipulation, diversion. Glad that we have both questioning and vigilance unlocked. I think that's gonna help. Should help quite a bit. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and increase our etiquette here. So if you have 2 of them, it'll be easy next time to continue that on. Alright, we got 3 points there. These butterflies everywhere, it's amazing.
Well, Your Eminence, do you still have any room left?
Ah, my son, the sin of gluttony is the most difficult of all in my eyes. Nevertheless, what a charming moment we have had together. I'm delighted I was able to talk to Mr. von Wollner. We hadn't spoken to each other for an eternity.
Yes. I noticed that Your Eminence knew a fair number of people at the table.
The benefit of age, my son. This isn't my first invitation to Lord Mortimer's. You will see, it's the perfect place to make new friends. Indeed, I noticed that you and Mr. Bonaparte had already begun.
Ah, I adapt quickly to local customs. It's what I was taught.
And you are right to do so, my son. But tell me, have you had any news of your mother since your arrival?
Alas, still nothing, Your Eminence. But I still haven't been able to meet Lord Mortimer.
Do not worry. It is typical of him. What can I say? Lord Mortimer is a very busy man. I should think you are beginning to worry.
Well, I must admit, Your Eminence, indeed it does worry me.
I understand. But continue to have faith in Sarah. You'll see, I'm sure, that in a few days we'll all be laughing together.
That's all I hope for, Your Eminence. But while I have you with me, I have a question for you.
Sure. Go ahead, Louis. What can I do for you?
As I haven't visited all the manor yet, I wondered if you hadn't seen a Medusa by any chance.
I beg your pardon?
Yes, La Gorgogne, the Medusa from Greek mythology. Would you have seen one? In any shape or form?
Not at all, my son. I'm not sure what you're getting at, but unfortunately, I'm not going to be of any use to you.
Thank you anyway, Your Eminence. I won't take up any more of your time. On that last word, then, I shall leave you to fight your demons. See you later, Your Eminence.
See you later, my son.
All right. Okay. Let's find out some things here. Grab that. What's the double stone again? Display vulnerabilities. Sure. Oh wow, that's a timer.
The lock is surrounded by a triple circle.
Damn. He magicked it open. What's that? Oh, was that 4 royal jellies? Yes, it was. Jesus.
Circe.
Let's see. What else is around here?
Carmelite water will give me a little reprieve. Discourse on the Method by Descartes. Circe preparing wine. What better trap for Ulysses?
The paintings here are ridiculously amazing. Alright, let's see. What's over here? Oh, this is like the, yeah, this is the main hall. Let's go back. Okay. Yeah, this is how we entered this area. Let's go ahead and go back this way. Skill use is free. Abilities.
Amber crystals.
Oh, yeah, right. An occult earth symbol. Whoa.
Atrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
Mm-hmm. Another jelly. Let's go ahead and eat that up.
A few pages out of an old encyclopedia.
Alright, good items, good items. Goes all the way around here. Oh, what's this? Cutscene.
Where all eyes size you up. Chances are, that's the room my mother spoke of. And she also spoke of a Medusa. Should I go and try to find the creature now?
Oh, because it's like a circle. Come on now. Okay. Oh, look, the freaking Last Supper. Some more.
Golden elixir. I'll keep it for later. Carmelite water.
Nice.
Amber.
Nice.
The Company by Rembrandt.
Why does he say amber like that? It's so weird. That's blocked.
The Song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near. His brain is oozing by either ear. With his brain oozing, it's already remarkable that he can feel anything. Christ Crucified by Velasquez. Look, someone's left a note there. Reserved for the Duke of Alquidia.
Alquidia. Interesting.
A painting with no name. Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it.
Medusa.
I've got to find out what Mother was trying to do with her. The Medusa.
What did it
A
say?
hero
before?
armed with a sword? A hero with a lantern. And the last one holding a shield.
Right.
I'll stake my life on it. All the statues form a single scene together. The poor devils are about to face the beast. Let's give them a helping hand. The Origin of Myths, a reinterpretation of legendary creatures. Just what I need.
Oh.
The text is in French on the left-hand page and in Latin on the right hand. Let's find the chapter on the Medusa.
Why? Why is it free in French, but it costs 3 points in Latin?
Hang on. This version is significantly different from the regular one. It recounts how men have always belittled women in society. Harpies, mermaids, the chimera, the hydra, the gorgons. Ah, the section on the Medusa. While some of the heroes divert attention from the gorgon, the hero with the sword brandishes his weapon at the Medusa.
Should I spend 3 points? I don't think so. I don't think I need it. The one... Oh, I don't think I need that. I need a turn. Where's the thing that she left? But the beast always charges the most protected one. Okay. The beast always charges the most protected one. That's the one with the shield.
The clue I found said, "Beware hero. The beast always charges the best protected. That is its weakness." That's the key. The best protected hero is the one holding the shield. Thank you, Mother.
And then the guy with the sword needs to rotate towards the Medusa. Oh, look at the little penis. And then this guy needs to rotate towards the shield as well, I think.
If I respect the legend, I have to place the hero holding the shield in front of the Medusa. Except for here, it doesn't work. There must be something else.
So the sword needs to face the Medusa. I don't want to translate. I don't want to spend 3 points, bro. That's expensive. No? Just the sword? Huh. How does this work? I think I'm about to read the page in Latin. Damn. That's a lot of points. That's a whole night's worth of points to be left there. Oops, come on. Rotate the statuette.
The clue I found said, "Beware hero. The beast always charges the best protected. That is its weakness." That's the key. The best protected hero is the one holding the shield. Thank you, Mother.
Right, but that doesn't work. So maybe this guy needs to rotate towards the shield. And then this guy needs to rotate. Everybody just face the shield. No? That would have been too easy. Handle the mechanism. Consider the optics. Towards the sword. Consider the value of the lantern. Think about the configuration. The lantern can what? Blind the Medusa maybe? Assess the statue, examine the sword. Rotate it towards the Medusa. And then maybe her towards the lantern. No? Should Medusa face the shield at all times? So if this guy faces the sword, what does that do? Not much, huh? Oh, there it is. What's going on? Whoa. Oh, the whole floor is moving. What the hell? Hence the... Oh, what the hell?
For Pete's sake, Emily! You scared the pants off me. Don't ever do that again.
Well, keep your nose out of my business then.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop fooling around and tell me what you're doing here.
Oh yeah? So tell me what you're doing here.
Yeah, just like me.
Probably, but I asked the question first.
Well then, we'll pretend you haven't asked me yet.
What about a little gallantry, Louis? Come on, I'm listening. What are you doing here?
Does etiquette work on her? Emily? Where's Emily? Did I pass her? She's just psychology, I don't know about etiquette. I doubt that she's...
I admit everything, madam. You win. I've been bitten by the same bug as you.
I beg your pardon?
We can't resist being where we shouldn't, seeking out our host's little secrets. So, we have that in common, right?
I really thought you were going to answer me this time. Well, no matter. I'll tolerate your presence this one time. Now, since you're here, make yourself useful. Look around on your side. I'll do the same on mine. And if you find anything of interest, let me know.
Oh yeah, in your dreams. At your service, madam.
Really? I guess we'll examine them.
The heavenly symbols refer to Pandora's box. Emily, I'm pretty sure I've got Pandora's box.
Of course you have. You see an earthen pot and you immediately assume it can only be Pandora's box. Logical. What I like about you, Louis, is that you never fail to surprise me.
Emily, what if I open the jar? Would that then make man responsible for all the evils?
Try. It'll make a change. All right, can we move on now?
I do love your irony, but honestly, are you ever impressed by anything you see?
By a chamber pot? No, you really do need to do better than that.
That was funny. That was worth the 2 points.
A golden fleece.
Oh, really?
It's freezing. Hurry up.
You think that can really be Jason's golden fleece?
No, you are aware that Jason and the Argonauts is a myth, aren't you?
But Mortimer's been protecting this hide. It must be of great value, don't you think?
Certainly of historical value. This kind of hide is still used by gold diggers in Eastern Europe. Now you see how easy it is to obtain a legend.
Interesting.
Why do you have to act so nonchalant every time I show you something?
Louis, anyone can kill a sheep, rip off its hide, and say it's the golden fleece.
We're at Lord Mortimer's, not at some farmyard fair. You're just too skeptical.
And you have a tendency to believe anything. Talk about an unlikely pair.
Yet, you know opposites attract, don't you?
Hey, hey.
An unofficial gospel? You'd be more likely to find this kind of book at the Vatican.
Nothing special. The library at Buckingham has 3.
I bet you've read them cover to cover.
Naturally.
Really? I'm curious. Tell me, what part stood out the most to you?
The passage where Mary says to Joseph, "Hey, you, shut up."
In other words, you haven't even opened one.
Oh, this is genuinely funny.
Hey, Mortimer's the author of this work. It talks about his passion for art.
Oh, nice. How's that?
Guess what I found?
The Holy Grail.
Older than that.
A piece of Noah's Ark.
Not that old.
This could go on for hours. Just tell me.
Caesar's laurel wreath.
Mortimer thinks he's Caesar.
I can just see Mortimer dressed in a toga, wearing a laurel wreath, strutting around his manor all day long.
You have a curious idea of Mortimer.
Why? He's eccentric, like all the English are, isn't he?
Well, if Peru stands for French grace, then if I were you, I wouldn't be making that sort of remark.
That's hilarious.
You should see this sword, Emily. It's magnificent.
I'm busy. Describe it to me.
This weapon is typically French, quite old, undoubtedly goes back to the Crusades. If it is a true Damask sword, it's worth more than a kingdom.
Oh. Then it has to be Dawn, right?
It really does look like Joan of Arc's sword.
The famous Maid of Orleans, one of your favorite historical heroines.
You bet, given the number of English butts she kicked.
And we all know where that got her. When you finished playing, maybe you can help me search the place?
Well, looks like a pamphlet on different political regimes, written by Mortimer himself.
Hey, right.
Amber crystals.
Alright, Amber.
Here's something interesting. A manor in Maine, hundreds of acres of land in Catalonia, properties in Shanghai. Incredible. Some of these deeds are over 600 years old, and all signed by the hand of Mortimer.
I wonder if that's what inspired my mother's attention. How come all these documents have Mortimer's signature on them?
Immortal?
Do you think all these properties really belong to him?
These documents must be fakes.
Yeah,
No
exactly.
man can own that many original works, no matter how rich he is.
Be careful. The Order has tried many times to estimate his personal wealth without ever succeeding.
And look here. Castles in Scotland, vineyards in Italy, districts in Venice. He's richer than some European countries.
These documents are intriguing, but do you really think that's what attracted your mother's attention here?
And how do you know my mother was interested in this room?
I didn't know, I just supposed she was. And you just confirmed it. So, do you think she found what she came for?
I don't know. She was obsessed with Mortimer, and I must confess, these property deeds are troubling.
If that's the case, why would she have left them?
Once again, I don't know. We'll have to ask her when we find her. And what's your take? How did Lord Mortimer get all this? It's just crazy.
Secret connections, money, or a well-kept family treasure passed on from generation to generation. Who knows?
That would mean some of Mortimer's ancestors lived before Jesus was born. I wonder why my mother didn't make it clear what she was interested in here.
She didn't have time to write it down, or maybe she wasn't sure of what she was looking for.
That's more likely.
Or she wanted to protect her discoveries. It's disturbing.
You'll just have to search the rest of the room. Maybe you'll find something.
Lady.
What is that you found?
A cameo pendant. What's going on?
Nothing.
For crying out loud, Emily, you lunged for that jewel like your life depended on it. Tell me what this is about.
No. We just met, Louis. I like you, but I can't just suddenly open myself up like a book to you.
Listen, Emily. It seems pretty obvious to me that you haven't come here for the sole purpose of sampling Mortimer's cellar. Stop all the clever evasions and just trust me.
And why the hell should I place my trust in you, Louis?
Oh, that's easy.
When are you going to understand that I just want to help you?
What do you expect? That I'll fall into your arms and say yes to everything you want?
What are you talking about? I'm only asking you to trust me a little. If only on principle, as a member of the Golden Order, for example.
I'll admit you are fairly reliable.
That's it? I was expecting more.
Well, I'm prepared to trust you when it comes to choosing a French cheese. But I've nothing to gain by confiding in you any further than that.
Nothing to gain? Damn it, Emily! I'm only trying to help you. Stop needing to gain something all the time.
Because you think I need help?
Just like everyone. You have your strengths and your weaknesses. And there's no use pretending otherwise.
Ha! And I bet you found out where I'm weak, haven't you?
Jesus. 5 points.
You think your scathing wit protects you, but in fact, it makes you blind. No sooner have people introduced themselves than you already see them in a bad light. You play the part of a strong woman, and yes, you are a strong woman, of course. But what I see is a sensitive young lady. who lack self-confidence. Stop adopting a defensive posture and you'll see just how quickly new doors will open.
There is some truth to what you say. I might have some weaknesses, but I don't need your help to overcome them. And I'm simply not contemplating collaborating with anyone at this time. Do you understand?
Yes, it's perfectly clear. You're already working with someone.
Ah, well spotted, Louis. I already have a work partner. I know my weaknesses. I don't doubt that your abilities will be of use to me, but I already have all that, thanks to my teammate.
Is there any chance you might tell me who he is?
No, I've already said too much. Consider yourself lucky I've even given you this much. It's extremely rare, believe me.
Come on, don't stop now that you've come this far. You know that eventually I'll end up making you talk.
Well, since no one can resist you, let's see if you can guess who my partner is.
You're a gambler. So, your partner is...
Oh, Jesus. I don't freaking know. How the hell am I supposed to know this? Oh, it's my mom.
It's as obvious as it is surprising. You're my mother's hard-hitting partner.
Oh, God, do you really believe the nonsense that comes out of your mouth?
Well, a second ago I did. A little.
Sorry, Louis, your mother is not my partner.
Oh, Jesus. Her sister?
Your sister. She's your partner. She's the one you're looking for.
Well, I am impressed. How the devil did you guess I had a sister? Virtually no one even knows. When it comes to getting results, you are very good. I grant you that. You deserve to know why the sight of the cameo pendant affected me so strongly. I thought it belonged to Emma, my twin sister.
Oh.
Emily and Emma.
Now I get why you said you had a memory for two.
Yes. You can't imagine to what extent, though. As children, everyone got us mixed up. So one day we decided to play along. Since then, we have become one and the same. We have officially erased the identity of my sister Emma. Emily Hillsborough. The woman with two faces.
Clever. Wow. But isn't it complicated? How do you make it work?
One of us has no existence in the outside world. We share everything. First for one, then for the other. We dress the same, wear the same makeup, we speak the same. We've learned to act as one. When we accept a mission, we both turn up. This time, though, she went ahead, and I was meant to wait for her on the mainland. She was meant to meet Sir Home and bring back the details, so we could work out who would follow up.
And there was a problem?
She was supposed to return from Mortimer's 1 week ago. The boat turned up at Plymouth, but alas, no trace of my sister. Instead, a sailor passed me a message from home, notifying me of her sudden disappearance.
So, my mother and your sister go missing just a few days apart. That's strange. Maybe their disappearances are linked.
It's clearly a possibility, but up to now I haven't found a trace of either of them.
None of this is very reassuring.
By the way, Louis, now that you are in on the secret, you are obliged to keep it to yourself, or you will pay very dearly.
Don't worry. Your secret is safe with me.
It's time to leave.
I don't know, I feel like this one's a little bit more of a secret than the letter. but you know, we'll find out.
So, what do you think of our first adventure?
I must admit, it has been fun by your side.
Same here.
Why is she walking like that? Arms down, lady. Whoa.
Oh, she's been drinking too much again.
Louis, I need to talk to you right now.
Good evening, Elizabeth. Actually, this is not a good time.
I'm begging you, please don't leave me alone.
I'll be waiting for you in your room, but don't be late.
Okay.
I was sure there was a certain je ne sais quoi between us.
Louis, we need to talk now. Otherwise, it'll be too late.
Looks like Elizabeth really needs me, but if I start talking to her, for sure Emily won't wait for me. What should I do?
I mean, oh jeez, I have no idea. What's the right choice here? Join Emily or follow Elizabeth with her occult ridiculous? What the hell? She's freaking out. But Emily has some links to his mom's. Follow Elizabeth or join Emily. Dang. What do I have to gain from either one? Emily's, well, Elizabeth has real links to his mom. Emily just kind of, but what about that vision though? That could have been Emily's, that could have been Emma, not Emily. I need to keep that to myself. I think we're gonna go with Elizabeth. She seems to be more urgent anyways.
Sorry, Emily, but I can't leave Elizabeth like this.
All right, Elizabeth. How can I help?
Thank you. Come on, follow me.
Definitely a hard
I really need
choice.
to talk to you, Louis, right now.
Does Lord Mortimer know the mess you've made of your room?
Listen to me, damn it! My days are numbered.
Elizabeth, I don't know if it's about my mother again, but I'm telling you, you've nothing to be afraid of. She didn't come here for you.
I saw her.
Saw who?
What?
You saw my mother? When?
Just last night. I went out to walk along the cliff top and I saw her in the distance. She tried to hide right away, but I'm sure it was her.
Are you saying you recognized my mother in the middle of the night while she was hiding?
Yes, Louis, I know it was her.
You just said she was far away, right? In the middle of the night. And the exterior of the island isn't exactly well lit.
Listen, I'm telling you, it was her.
Is she drinking a bit much here?
She doesn't hesitate on her answers. She's not trembling. She's really convinced of what she's seen.
Did you talk to each other?
No, she was far away. I didn't make any noise, and then she was gone.
Have you told anyone you've seen her? Sir Holm? Mortimer?
You don't understand. It's her. She's here.
Yes, I understand.
Okay.
No, you're not listening. The moment I saw her, I was overcome by spasms. She's here. I'm telling you, it was her. Yes. I need something to calm me down.
I'll drink with you, but let's go easy on it, okay?
Cheers.
I don't know where she gets her rot gut from, but frankly, it's disgusting.
You know, Louis, when I came here, it was in the hope of getting help. I've only just now realized that I've been drawn here into a trap.
No, well, okay. I understand. She's like definitely afraid of.
Alcohol's gone to my head.
No more.
Here, the condemned's last drink.
Elizabeth, alcohol never solves anything. I'm gonna stop now.
Listen up. You want to know what your mother was capable of, right? You want to know the reason why. Well, you're gonna have to follow me to the bottom of the abyss, Louis.
What the
Either
hell?
drink or get out.
Really? What the hell? Drink or get out, huh? Drink or get out. She could be delusional. She could be seeing things. She's not all there, for sure. She's definitely not all there. Should I just leave this? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I kind of feel like dropping this right now. Kind of feel like dropping this. Yeah, I'm not gonna follow this. I'm not gonna follow
No,
this.
I won't drink.
No.
All right, Louis. Then get the hell out of here. You're incapable of opening your eyes, so be it. Get out!
I don't like to deal with crazy drunks. Even in a video game. Not gonna drink. Not gonna drink. Not gonna drink. Yeah.
Why the hell did I go with Elizabeth?
Why did I go to Elizabeth?
I could have spent the night with Emily, but no. I had to go play the night with a big heart. Oh, well, never mind. Tomorrow's another day.
That's fine. He was trying to get laid. Oh man, that was too funny. Nah, I didn't want to deal with that crazy nonsense. I'm gonna drop Elizabeth. It's nuts. What the hell?
Monsieur de Richet, I am arresting you for
Whoa,
the murder
whoa,
of Elizabeth
whoa,
Adams.
whoa.
What the hell's going on?
You are in deep trouble, my young friend.
What the heck? Whoa, whoa. What? Oh, did she kill herself? Like, what the hell happened? I don't understand. Does that unlock logic? To start unlocking your edition. That way we have all the dialogue paths at least unlocked to us. Wow. Whoa, that's how it's gonna end? Holy crap. Oh, that's episode 1. Cliffhanger much? Jesus. We don't even know what happened because we didn't get drunk with her. It's a good thing I think that we didn't get drunk with her because, jeez. Oh boy. No kidding, peeps. Yeah. We gotta wait. I don't know what the release schedule is for the next episodes, but I'll try to play them on release if I can. Or maybe just every Tuesday after they get released. Wow. Elizabeth is dead, and I'm the prime suspect. Oh, crap, I should have just gone with Emily. Because then at least I would have had an alibi with Emily. But what if I would have Emily and Emily would have died instead?
You don't know the power of the dark side.
Yeah, follow. Nice. Welcome to the dark side. Oh man. Oh wow. So far, I mean, you know, the facial stuff is a little bit janky, but it's easily able to be overcome, especially with the good narrative that they're putting out. Oh man.
Off of me.
That was ridiculous. Yep. Oh. All right. Well, thanks for watching. And well, that's all for now. See ya in the next one. All right. Thanks. Bye.